So, about 5 more days until version 5.6 finally drops, and be honest, have you actually done the math yet? Because I thought I did. I looked at my Primogems and felt pretty confident. Yeah, I told myself, Escoffier is as good as mine. Maybe I'll even have enough left for a few Navia pulls. Then I sat down and really counted, and suddenly, it wasn't looking so great anymore. In today's video, we are doing something that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. The full Primogem count breakdown for Phase 1 of version 5.6. If you're aiming to pull for Navia, Escoffier, or even planning ahead for Skirk in 5.7, this is going to help you understand exactly how many pulls you can realistically expect, and where they're coming from. And yes, we'll also have a moment of silence for your dwindling stash. But first, let's just catch our breath and talk about what's been going on. Because seriously, what is going on with Genshin right now? In 24 hours alone, Hoyoverse has dropped not 1, not 2, but 7 redemption codes. And no, I'm not talking about the usual livestream ones. We're talking about the whole Primogem buffet. You can find them in the comment section and in my community tab as always. These codes alone are worth 410 Primogems. Together with the 3 redemption codes we got from the 5.6 livestream, they dropped codes worth 710 Primogems in just 1 week. How crazy is that? I won't even be including those in the actual calculation for this video since they technically weren't part of Phase 1, but let's be honest. That kind of generosity feels like Hoyoverse is apologizing in advance for how many insane banners they're about to throw at us. Skirk, Mavwika, Raiden. It's going to get real. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't yet. I always post those codes the moment they drop, and missing even one can mean missing a free wish. Alright, with that said, let's break it down properly. How many Primogems can you expect to get as a free-to-play player in Phase 1 of version 5.6? Let's start with the basics. Daily commissions. Version 5.6 Phase 1 runs from May 7th to May 27th. That's 21 days in total. Multiply that by 60 Primogems per day, and you get 1,260 Primogems. Nothing surprising here, but always nice to see those stack up. Next up, new quests. The Archon quest continues in Mondstadt, which is a huge deal lore-wise. We've also got Escoffier's story quest and a couple of side missions tied to the lore. That's about 240 Primogems total, not bad for content you'll probably want to play anyway. Then we have Spiral Abyss. We're getting 1 reset during this phase, which means if you clear all 12 floors with full stars, you can grab 800 Primogems. Realistically, not everyone clears floor 12, so if you're stuck at floor 11, just scale this down accordingly. But for the sake of calculation, 800. Now let's keep it short and sweet with the small stuff. Achievements, around 25 Primogems. Teleport point. There's 1 new waypoint added, worth 5 Primogems. It won't change your life, but hey, we take what we get. Character trials for Navia and Escoffier will also give us 20 Primogems each, so that's a solid 40 Primogems. And if you haven't tried them yet before pulling, definitely do it. You might love one and save yourself regrets, or hate one and save yourself Primogems. Now let's talk about the events, because this is where the majority of your gems come from. The first one is Whirling Waltz, the main event of version 5.6. It runs from May 9th to May 26th, and this one is looking pretty juicy. We're expecting around 990 Primogems, plus something even better, a completely free 4-star bow, with all the refinement materials to get it to our 5. That's huge, especially for new players or anyone building a fresh character. The second event is called Operation Downpour Simulation, and it runs from May 19th to June 3rd. Now, technically, that means it stretches a bit into Phase 2. But here's the thing, the last few days of the event are usually just extra time to catch up. No new stages, no new Primogems, just a grace period for players who didn't finish right away. The actual Primogem rewards will probably be released early enough during Phase 1. So for that reason, we're counting the full 420 Primogems here. And let's be real, we're all grinders here. The reason you clicked on this video is because you're out there grinding and scraping for Primogems. So let's be honest, you're probably finishing the event way before it ends anyway, right? Then there's a small community-style event, and I'm not making this name up. It's literally called No Way Bro versus Know You. It's more of a meme than an event, but it still gives you 30 Primogems just for participating. So, yeah, we take those too. Then of course, there's the standard update maintenance compensation. That's 600 Primogems, as always. And lastly, the usual one-time redemption code. They tend to drop somewhere around the middle of each patch. It's usually worth 60 Primogems, and while we don't know for sure, the recent code spam suggests it's almost guaranteed. So let's include it. Alright, adding all of this up, the total F2P Primogems for Phase 1 of version 5.6 is 4,470 Primogems. That's about 28 pulls. Yeah, not amazing. Definitely not enough to guarantee a 5-star unless you're already close to pity. It feels a little low considering the hype around Escoffier, Navia, and everything else coming soon. But like I said earlier, maybe all those codes were their way of balancing things out a bit. Hoyoverse saw us getting too happy with all those codes and said, "Alright, that's enough joy for one patch." Now, if you're a Welkin Moon user, you'll get 90 Primogems per day, and across 21 days, that adds up to 1,890 extra Primogems. Add that to the F2P total, and you get 6,360 Primogems, or about 40 pulls. Still not overwhelming, especially considering what's waiting just ahead. We've got Skirk in version 5.7, a likely Mavwika rerun, Raiden in Phase 2 of this version, and that insane Inazuma chronicled wish happening. So, if you're not sure yet, think carefully. These Primogems won't stretch forever, and even if you throw your full stash into Phase 1, you might not walk away with who you want. If I can leave you with one final piece of advice, it's this: pull for who you really want. I can't say that enough, but it still matters. Meta shifts, damage charts change, but the characters you love are the ones you'll keep using. Plan smart, calculate your odds, but don't forget to have fun. Let me know in the comments how your stash is looking and whether you're pulling in Phase 1 or saving for the future. And again, don't forget to subscribe, because if Hoyoverse drops even more codes like they just did, you'll want to catch those the moment they go live. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And hey, if you end up with a gold early, let me know so I can be jealous in the comments. More videos coming real soon, so stick around. Take care, have fun, and happy wishing!